Hi everybody, it's Debbie with the Fancy Stamper, and I'm here today to show you how to make this super cute card. It's really easy. It's using the stuff from the new Sale-A-Bration catalog. This is one of the really great items you can get. Actually, it's free and you don't have to pay for it at all. With every $50 worth of stuff that you buy from Stampin' Up, starting on January 4th, you can get one item out of this Sale-A-Bration catalog. And there's so much stuff in here, you'll be amazed at what you can get. And the reason I'm demoing it now is January 4th is right around the corner. I want to make sure everyone who sees this is ready to go. Plus, I just had a giveaway. I gave away one of these little sets, and the person who got it isn't a demonstrator, so she can't actually have it until January 4th, but she's still looking forward to it. And I thought I would have another giveaway because it's going to be New Year's, and the giveaways are really fun. So I'm going to go ahead and give away another one of these sets because everybody said they really wanted it. But first I'm going to demo this card. And this is what the card looks like. It's just really simple. Just has a couple layers, and it uses all of our stuff that we have here at Stampin' Up. So I'm going to get started with the card base itself. What I do for that is I just take a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and I cut it down at 5.5 inches, and that will make it a standard card size that fits into your envelopes that you have. It's nice and simple. So I have my card base right now. This is Delightful Dijon, so that's what we're going to use. And for the next layer, I'm going to go ahead and cut that as well because we're going to make that layer. And that is using Berry Vanilla. So the next layer is going to be 4 inches by 5 inches. So I'll just go ahead and trim that down here. 4 inches by 5 inches. And sometimes, you know, especially with this set, this is really great because it's got so many cute little stamps with it that you can make your own background. It's really cute. So that's what I'm going to show you right now. As you saw on my card, I used the little taco, and it was so easy to make it that I'm just going to go ahead and make it here. For making it, what I would do if I were you, it literally only takes 2 minutes, but I just wanted to cut it off the video. What I usually do is I turn the piece of paper, you know, kind of at an angle, so it makes it easier for me to stamp these. And then I just make a line straight across, straight as I can get it anyway, and space them out. You know, you don't have to measure it or anything, just space it out. And once I get the first line down, I just sort of stagger it so that I have a pattern. And again, it doesn't take as long as you would think. It's just tedious to watch. So anyway, I just wanted you to see that so you could see sort of how it's done. I know you can do it by yourself. You don't need me for that. But anyway, this is what you end up with. And it's not a bad thing. You can do it with anything you want. This stamp set is really great because it has quite a few little stamps you can do this with. And if you mess up, you can flip it over and do the other side. But just remember that you're going to be covering a good portion of that, so you don't really have to worry too much about messing it up. All right, so we have this stamped. We're going to set it to the side. We're next going to stamp our truck on there. And for this piece, you're going to use another piece of Berry Vanilla. And it's going to be cut at 3 by 3.5 inches. For this one, I am going to use the Archival Black, and I'll just remind you to be careful because the Archival Black ink does take a little longer to dry. So I have a bad habit of touching things before they're dry because I'm kind of eager to get going. So just be careful and try to give it an extra little minute to dry. So what I do is just try to center it as best I can and then press down really good in the center, of course, and then straight back up. And good, it looks great. I'm happy with that. So we're gonna go with that. And then while I have it here, I am going to put my ink away for a minute so I don't get it all over everything. And I'm gonna open up my Dapper Denim. I have a couple of other little things I wanna do to this stamp set before we go any further. I have a really cute little stamp, and it is a flag. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. Okay, it comes with the set, and you can use it to put it off the side or the back. Let me see how that's oriented. Okay, so yeah. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put it on the back end of this little truck, so it's kind of hanging off the back right here. Let's see if I can do it right there. Yeah, does that look cute? I think so. All right, so that was the little flag that comes with the set. And there's one more. Where is it? It's a little flag. Oh, maybe I put it away. Let's just take a peek. I will look at my stamp set and see if it's in the stamp set. Okay. Nope, not there. Not sure what I did with it, but it's going to show up sooner or later. And when it does, I will show you what to do with it. So the next little stamp is going to go on the inside. And then what you can also do, which is super cute, is to get your taco back on there and ink it back up a little bit and put it in this little window right here. That's super cute too. All right, so that looks really good. And I'm also gonna put the sentiment in there that says, let's talk about how awesome you are. So that's for a birthday card. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that with this. I did use the Delightful Dijon for that. So I'm gonna pull that back out and ink that up. Just give it a trial. Okay, that looks good. And I'm gonna center it in here and there. That looks nice. I like it. So we're gonna go with that. All right, so next on the agenda is, oh, I found that little thing. See, things turn up all the time when you're not looking for them. All right, I'm gonna just put this little flag thing on really quick because it looks cute in the window too. So all it is like a little party banner, and it's really super cute. So I'm gonna also use the Dapper Denim. Give it a test stamp. And I put it kind of like right here, halfway across. So it's like draping a little bit. It's just kind of cute. All right, so that's what I was looking for so eagerly. I thought it was cute. Okay, now next that we have it like this, what we're gonna do is use a couple of our pencils that we have. We have some watercolor pencils that comes in the new catalog too. It's in the Occasions catalog. They're watercolor pencils, all sorts of pretty colors, and they coordinate with all the cardstock. That's one really good thing about Stampin' Up. It coordinates with everything, so you can do that. But since I have a blue color, I'm gonna go ahead and color in the banner here and the awning with some of the blue. So I'm just gonna give it some color. You don't have to do too much, but you do have to remember that if you're going to use the watercolor, you have to use the archival black. It won't smear once it's dry, that is. So again, make sure you let it dry. And I'm going to go ahead and do these little flags, just a little color in there, just to make them look cute. And another little brown color in here. I think this is, what is it? Early espresso. Early espresso. Want to make sure I say it right for all the espresso experts out there. Okay, and then maybe these can be a little bit of the Daffodil Delight right here. All right, that's basically all I'm gonna do to this little truck. So I'm gonna put it to the side with my layer. And next, I think I can start assembling. I will do one more little bit of stamping though, because I want to get this sentiment for the happy birthday on there. And for the happy birthday, we are gonna use the classic label puncher to punch out a label. So what I like to do is I definitely like to stamp first before I do that. So what I'll do is go ahead and stamp it first on the very vanilla. So I'll stamp it here on the very vanilla. And then I will get my punch and just line it up in here so you can sort of center it as best you can. And punch that out, and you're all done with that. And just keep it to the side till you're ready for it. I'll set it there. All right, it looks like I can start assembling. So let's go back and get the Delightful Dijon cardstock. So I went ahead and scored it while it was in my stamping cutter, my stamping trimmer though, paper trimmer, and I'll use my bone folder to get a nice crease. So starting with the front here, I will, let's see. You know, it looked like even though I was careful, I did get some black ink on there. So I'm going to take that away, and I am going to go ahead and refold this without the ink. I think it looks better without smudges, don't you? So I will just fold this one here and use my bone folder. Good, that does look better. There's some color, but that's really just shadowing because I don't have my lights here right now. So my first layer is this thing that we made. This is the background with the little tacos. So cute. And I'm going to use my snail adhesive just to get a couple of pieces of adhesive on here. Keep it from coming off. Get that centered on here. What I do a lot of times is I will get this side sort of even and then this side even, and then the geometry that I remember from school makes me think that the other two sides will be okay. So that's how I do it. You can do it however you want, but that seems to work best for me, and it makes it easy too. So then we're going to use this other piece of designer paper that we got. This is also from the new catalog. It's available in the Occasions catalog. It is called Tasty Treats DSP, which is a designer paper series. And it's so cute. It has two sides, and all the paper in that pack does have two sides, which is great. You can get double the benefit out of it. So this is going to go here, and then the piece with the little truck is going to go right about here. And then lastly, we're going to place the sentiment here. But first what I'll do is, because I'm going to be popping this up, I'm going to do it in a couple stages. So let me move this out of the way. And I will flip this over and just get some adhesive on it with my snail again, because this side isn't going to pop up. It's going to be the other side. All right. So I'll make sure I get this on here the way I want it, sort of down near the bottom. Yeah, that looks good. And for my happy birthday, I'm going to just put a little adhesive on that too. That won't be popped up. It'll just be in the middle. So I'll put that there, right in the middle. So that's ready to go. And now I can use my dimensionals to pop this piece up. And I always tell people, and I do believe it, that they are such a great product. They're super inexpensive, and they really help make a little bit of difference in your projects. So I definitely believe in using many of these. To me, you can't have enough of the dimensionals. They just go on anywhere you want, and then the backs peel off fairly easily. Just peel them off. And you probably, if you do a few paper crafts, you're going to have these little hexagon little shapes from the peelings all over your house. I'm always sweeping mine up, and you will too if you do any paper crafting. So it's kind of funny. So I just make sure I got them all, and I did. So I'm going to move that out of the way and get this positioned right about here. Down it goes. All right, so that's looking pretty good, and I wanted to put a little bit of embellishment on there. So what I'll do for the embellishment is use some Dapper Denim. It's nice because it kind of matches the blue that's already going on there. Just use your snips to cut a little piece off. And it's kind of awkward sometimes to make a bow, so what I try to do is start out with a bigger bow, and a lot of people will tell you that that works for them too. Start out with just a little bit bigger bow, and then you could always make it smaller. by, you know, playing with the edges a little bit. So you don't have to start out with a tiny little bow like a lot of people try to do. Or you can start over completely if that's not working for you. Because, you know, it's just a bow. You just start over. This takes a second. And then you're gonna snip the edges so it matches, so you don't have to worry too much about the edges right now. Main thing is to get some kind of a shape you can live with on the little card. And I think this one will work just fine. So I'm gonna stop here with this little bow, and that's good. So I'm gonna leave it like that. For this, I'm gonna go ahead and use a glue dot, because to me the glue dots do stick really well. You can use some of the other adhesives we have in Stampin' Up. There's quite a few that work really well, the liquid glues, and they take a few minutes to dry, but to me the glue dots always kind of come in handy for stuff like this. So I'm gonna put it right there in the corner, and then I will use my snips to just trim off some of these edges, make it a little more appropriately sized right there. Okay, snipping that off right here. Okay, these are new snips, so I don't know why they're giving me trouble, but they are, so. Okay, looks good now. So we have that there, that's all set. And I just want one more little piece of bling, and that is this little piece. Just a little bit of, these are our little basic rhinestone pieces, so I'm going to use this to help me get them off of here, because I think they're all attached. Let's see. They are all attached. So I'm just going to put them right down here at the bottom. And they do have a little bit of adhesive on them, and it works really well most of the time. So I'm just gonna let that stay like that. Get them sort of lined up a little bit. And that looks really good. I like how that's looking. So that's my completed card. And as I said, it's easy to make. You can change out any of the colors you want. You can use a different background. We have all sorts of cardstocks that you could use. We have greens, we have blues. There's some really gorgeous sets that you can buy right now. And when this comes out on January 4th, there's even more to choose from. So stay tuned, see what else is there. Go ahead and check my site out at www.thefancystamper.blogspot.com. And there's going to be more giveaways there, and also information on how you can get all the stuff that you see here in this video. All right, thank you for watching.